Duo Ds.
I'm just really proud of our team and our kids, the way that they competed. Had overcome a lot of adversity. It was a really good football game for sure. One of the best college games I've ever been a part of. I give Colorado credit. They competed hard as well and came back. Disappointed we couldn't finish off the fourth quarter when we were up by 11 points there. But I'm just really pleased by our competitive nature. Coming in here, playing all out, playing to win from the very first snap. Obviously, we had too many penalties. I can't even speak about it. It's so ridiculous. And it's a real shame because a lot of those penalties took away a lot of great efforts from our kids. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Never seen such a lopsided game penalty-wise. But give Colorado credit. They're a very good football team. It's something that we're disappointed about for sure. I think we can take this season and move forward as a team and a program and build on this performance. I really do. I think we have quality defensive players. I'm so proud of how our offensive skill players responded today. Braden had a couple turnovers, but he made a lot of plays as well. And so I just think we can move forward from this and really build on it as a football team.
Jay, at the end of the first overtime, was there any consideration to try to go for two at that point?
Yeah, we talked about it. And I just didn't feel like it was right then. So I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but we did talk about it.
When you look at the way Braden played, 3 touchdowns, this is a game he can kind of grow from a place of confidence, is it?
Yeah, I think he played in a really this is a great environment here today. He played in a tough environment. He made some mistakes, but he also came back and made some plays. And I mean, we've got some good kids. We got some good players. I mean, Dallin Holker's an excellent tight end. Torrey played hard. Justice played hard. LB played hard. We had a lot of guys that made plays. And so, we can certainly build on that. And I think we've got the markings of a good offensive team. And I think we showed a lot of that tonight.
Coach, you were dominant for almost the entire game until the fourth, that drive that tied it up. What was different in that drive that allowed CU to?
Well, they made plays and they drove the ball. They did a good job and found open receivers and we made them. They drove the length of the field, so you got to give them credit for that. We fell a little bit short. We fell short for sure, and it's just something that we got to learn to overcome, obviously. But I'm not discouraged. I think we got the markings of a really good team.
Jay, clearly not the result you guys were looking for, but you came out, you said you wanted to play aggressive, you weren't going to, have training wheels basically on the offense anymore. No. Encouraging to see them make some plays.
Yeah, I mean, we did. We called it all. I mean, there was nothing left on the sheet that we didn't call. And so I was pleased that our guys could attack and execute the way that we needed them to. And they should gain confidence from that.
What was your message to the guys in the locker room after this?
I mean, pretty much just what I told you. I mean, I'm very proud of the way they competed. I'm disappointed for them that we couldn't win this game, but I know we have a lot to build on. And I really, that's what I was looking for from them. I wanted to see them come out and play to win and be clear-eyed. Bradley Van Pelt had a great message last night. He was just amazing, but he talked about being persistent and doing your job and trusting your teammates, and that's what our kids did. We preached on it, we harped on it all day, and we made some mistakes that we have to do a better job with, but on the most part, we did a lot of good.
Colorado State in their annual rivalry game, but throw the record books out when they get together. Jay Norvell, Deion Sanders, you know about the back and forth between them during the week. Before the game, the two teams needed to be separated at midfield. Here's what Travis Hunter said about the matchup.
They don't mess with the wrong team. All the time, no bite.
Plenty of hype before kickoff. Stars of the house, Lil Wayne leading Deion Sanders in Colorado out of the tunnel. And then Sanders helping his son Shiloh with his chain pregame. First quarter, no score, Colorado State on 2nd and 14. Braden Fowler, Nicolosi, intercepted by Shiloh Sanders. Here's Mark Jones.
Showing him his shoe bottoms. Stunned like his daddy. Touchdown.
80-yard touchdown return from Sanders. It looks like he thought about high-stepping there for a minute.
Yeah.
Thought the better. Buffalo's up 7-0. Ensuing Rams drive. Nicolosi laterals to Torrey Horton, who finds Dallin Holker in the end zone for the touchdown. Some trickery from the Rams. Game tied at 7. Holker, 6 catches, 109 yards. One of 3 Colorado players with 100 yards or more receiving. Next Colorado drive, Sanders to Travis Hunter. Hunter trying to get some yards after the catch, but the ball pops out. Ron Hards III has got it, and he's gone. And Sanders can't believe that turn of events. You can see clearly, ball came out before Hunter was down. Colorado State up 14-7. Next drive for the Buffalo, 2nd and 10 from their own 44. Sanders airs one out for Hunter, incomplete, but Hunter takes a big hit, and let's face it, a cheap hit from Henry Blackburn.
Cheap.
Hunter shaking up on the play. Shedeur Sanders was the word for Blackburn as well. Hunter would leave the game, went to a hospital for treatment. Later in the drive, Sanders to Xavier Weaver. 9 catches, 98 yards for him, 14 apiece after a crazy first quarter. We go second quarter. Rams on a 2nd and goal from the Buffalo's 15. Nicolosi to Lewis Brown. He was one of the other Colorado receivers with a big game. 10 catches, 131 yards.
Look at
And look, he's doing the Deion Sanders dance.
Don't do that.
Colorado State up 21-14 at the half. Fourth quarter, it's 21-17 now. Colorado State with a 3rd and 7. Nicolosi kept delivering for his team, finds Holker, makes a shoestring catch, and gets in for the touchdown. And Jay Norvell all fired up. Colorado State up 28-17. Colorado 1-64 the last 10 seasons when trailing by 10 or more points in the fourth quarter. But, of course, those last 10 seasons are a big reason why Deion Sanders is there. Next Colorado State drive, 2:17 to go. Punting on 4th and 2. Patty Turner, line drive that rolls down to the Colorado 2. He's all fired up. So Colorado's got a long field to go if they're going to try to get back into this. 2nd and 10 from their own 33. Sanders to Weaver, who works upfield for 26 yards. Buffalo's on the move. A few plays later, 2nd and 14. 46 seconds to go. Sanders to Jimmy Horn, who gets there for the touchdown. They go 98 yards in 90 seconds. But they still need a 2-point conversion to tie the game. Sanders finds his tight end Michael Harrison, who became a big part of the story in this game. And they're loving it in Boulder. And Coach Norvell wondered if this is one that's going to get away from him. They head to overtime, tied at 28 in overtime. Colorado's got it. Sanders, plenty of time. And eventually, Harrison gets free for the touchdown. Colorado up 35-28 after the extra point. Colorado State's turn with the ball. 2nd and 3 from the 8. Nicolosi to Horton. Got the foot down. And Sanders talking to his corner, Kendrick Breedlove, who replaced Hunter on the field. Game tied at 28. 2nd overtime. Colorado with the ball just inside the 20. Sanders going back to Harrison, and Harrison delivers again. It's 41-35, so Colorado has to go for 2 by rule. Not sure how Sanders was able to get this to Weaver, but he did under heavy pressure. It's 43-35 Buffs. Next possession for Colorado State, Nicolosi. Nobody's open. He's got room. He's going to get there and score, but wait a minute. There's a flag, illegal blindside block. On the bottom of the screen, you can see the illegal block from Horton right there. Tough break for the Rams. So final chance for Colorado State. They got a 4th and goal from the 23. Nicolosi picked off by Trevor Woods, one of the returning players who stayed to play for Sanders. And that'll do it. A lot of talk about what the handshake would be like. Classy from the 2 coaches after an instant classic, but it's Deion Sanders and the Buffs with the win.
What's your reaction to this win?
Resilience. To be great, you're going to have to
be resilient. You got to overcome adversity, and that was a tremendous amount of adversity, and we overcame it.
You're down 11 in the fourth. You're on the 2-yard line. What were you saying to Shedeur?
Do what you do. I've been saying this since he was a kid. Y'all just new to this game.
Shiloh was a big-time playmaker early in the game. And then Shedeur.
I'm proud of my kids, but I'm proud of this team. This team is phenomenal. The coaching staff is phenomenal. They were resilient. I mean, we started off playing like hot garbage, but we got it right. And we got the victory in the end. That's all that counts. We got the W.
What'd you learn?
Patience. Patience.
Thank you, Coach. Congratulations.
God bless you.
Shedeur Sanders, 348 yards, 4 touchdowns, and that 98-yard drive to tie the game in regulation. Let's listen to his post-game comments.
Tyler King with the Denver Gazette. Shedeur, as you guys are heading out there for the last drive in regulation, knowing you have to go 98 yards, what's the message to the team in the huddle as with just 2 minutes left as you guys are going to tie the game?
Well, we do it in practice all the time, so it's not really a shocking or a surprise to it. It's just like, okay, we like those high-pressure moments. Like, that's what we live in, and I wish the whole game was just straight that, honestly. That's when I say we excel. But really, like, in my own mind, I was thinking Brady mode, like, he does it all the time. I got to be able to do it. Just talking to him, just, and really just representing him in that way.
Hey, Shedeur, McMillan, Fox 31. You talk about Tom Brady and all the work that you put in with him, and also coaches talked about this isn't the first time you've had a moment like this. Mm-hmm. It's just a bigger stage that now people can see it. What have you learned from Brady, and where does this rank in terms of moments that you've had in these kind of pressurized moments?
Well, I say it's a lot of pressurized moments, but I remember the biggest moment I remember was 2 moments. When my dad was he was going through a thing with his foot. My freshman year, we threw a game-winning touchdown versus Southern, at Southern, and the SWAC championship, the Celebration Bowl last year. So it's just like I already knew what was required. I already been there before. So it's like I'm not gonna be able to live with myself, honestly, like on a loss like that. Like, I don't know, I wouldn't be able to sleep. So I just didn't want to go through that.
Hey guys.
So the prime effect still in effect in Boulder as the Buffs get to 3-0. Colorado becomes only the 4th team in Bowl subdivision history to start a season 3-0 after losing 11 games in the prior season. Colorado, the first team since Minnesota in 2008 to do it, and they're halfway to being bowl eligible for the first time since 2020.